Old Trafford is the setting for Saturday's early kick-off as reigning champions Manchester United face newly promoted Crystal Palace. Despite an emphatic opening day win, David Moyes' start to life in the Red Devils' hot seat has proved a tumultuous one. Defeat to bitter rivals Liverpool last time out means it's just 4 points from a possible 9. That frustration was compounded on transfer deadline day when only Marouane Fellaini was added to the squad. Having opened the season with 2 defeats, Palace recorded their first win back in the top flight a fortnight ago as Sunderland were rolled over at Selhurst Park. Keen to build on that success, manager Ian Holloway added 6 new faces to his squad before the transfer window closed. Dietmar Hamann has played more than 150 Premier League games and expects the champions to come out on top in this one.
I think it'll be a 3-1 scoreline to United. Palace done ever so well to win their first game, but I think United will have too much for them.
The pick of Saturday's 3 o'clock games is at the Stadium of Light, where Sunderland take on big spending Arsenal. Paolo Di Canio's side have endured a tough start to the season. The Black Cats have amassed just a single point from 3 games, and defeat at Crystal Palace before the international break left them languishing just a place off the bottom. Arsenal arrive on Weir's side, buoyed by their North London derby triumph over Tottenham last time out. That made it 4 wins on the spin in all competitions, making opening day defeat to Aston Villa seem like a distant memory for Arsene Wenger's men. The Frenchman made a big statement on deadline day when he spent over £40 million on Mesut Ozil, who could make his debut on Saturday afternoon.
I think he has a style of play that can well integrate our style of play, because we have a game that is based on movement, technical ability, creativity, and he has all the attributes to be one of the leaders of our team.
Sunderland had a bad start to their Premier League campaign. Arsenal signed Ozil on the last day of deadline day, or the last day of the transfer window. The camp seems to be buzzing there. A few good results. I think Arsenal will have far too much for Sunderland. I go 3-0 Arsenal.
Saturday's late kick-off is at Goodison Park, where Everton take on Chelsea. The Roberto Martinez era has started in steady fashion, with the Toffees drawing their opening 3 games. The emergence of Ross Barkley has been an undoubted plus, especially in the wake of Marouane Fellaini's deadline day departure. However, Martinez was able to hold on to Leighton Baines and also added James McCarthy, Gareth Barry and Romelu Lukaku to his squad, though the latter will not be allowed to feature against his parent club. The second coming of Jose Mourinho has seen Chelsea make an unbeaten start to the season with 2 wins and a draw from their 3 games played. Eden Hazard and Oscar are the main doubts ahead of the trip north, while Mourinho's new signings Willian and Samuel Eto'o stand by for debuts.
Always a tough place to go, Goodison. Even without Lukaku, I think Everton showed enough in the first few games that they can do it right again, even though Moyes, who's done fantastic things for them, is there no more. Chelsea, as I said, I'm not too sure about the makeup of the team. I don't like the balance of the side. I can't see Chelsea winning. I go for a 1-1.
St Mary's Stadium is the venue for Sunday's single Premier League offering as Southampton face West Ham United. The Saints have spent big in their pursuit of a top-half challenge, but Mauricio Pochettino's side have lacked consistency so far, taking 4 points from their opening 3 games. Defeat at Norwich last time out also saw a full debut for record signing Pablo Osvaldo, but it remains to be seen whether he and England international Ricky Lambert can play together.
West Ham usually very good at home, not the best travellers. Southampton played very well. I think it brought some great players into their side. This is a game where I really fancy Southampton. I think the way West Ham plays will suit them. I think they can play the passing game. They'll have a lot of possession. I go 2-1 Southampton.
The weekend concludes at the Liberty Stadium where Swansea welcome Liverpool. Having begun the season with 2 defeats, Swansea finally chalked up their first win before the break with a 2-0 triumph at West Brom. However, Michael Laudrup's side are finding already that European commitments come at a cost, with Monday's game being the Swans' 8th of the campaign. Liverpool went into the international break as league leaders, having made their best start to a top-flight campaign in 19 years. 3 consecutive 1-0 victories, including a massive triumph over bitter rivals Manchester United, has given Reds fans real belief that they could challenge for a first ever Premier League title.
Liverpool have not conceded yet. Swansea had a very good result at the weekend, last game they played. I think Liverpool will carry on the momentum they started with the new signings. There's a real buzz about the place, and if you win football matches, nothing better to grow in confidence. I go 2-1 Liverpool.
Elsewhere, Haman predicts wins for Hull, Manchester City and Tottenham, with draws at Villa Park and Craven Cottage. Don't forget you can keep up to date with all the weekend's action on the Goal Live Match Centre.